Alright, so Dapper Yankee has just dropped 3 new bars in what they have named the Dapper Don Collection. Bada Bing, Made Man, and the Dapper Dawn. So first I will go over the ingredients and then the scent profile. Then I will give the sniff test and let you know my first impression out of the box. And then I will pause the video, and over the next few days I'll use each one in the shower and then come back and let you know how each of these bars performed in the shower. So first thing off the bat, just wanted to point out that these bars are made from multiple oils, including tallow. Now, there are a slew of benefits that tallow offers, including moisturizing properties, anti-inflammatory effects, nourishing nutrients, gentle cleansing, and sustainability. For the sake of time, I won't elaborate too much and bog down the video, but here's a more detailed explanation on screen for those who are interested and would like to pause the video and read for yourself. Alright, let's check out these bars. Alright, first up, Made Man. This is a medium grit bar, the only bar of these 3 that have any grit, as the other 2 have 0 grit. You can see the artwork looks nice, as they did a really good job on all 3 boxes. And the ingredients are saponified oils of sunflower, tallow, coconut, and shea butter, fragrance, pumice, and mica. And that pumice makes a really good grit. And then the scent profile is bergamot, lemon, jasmine, cedar, and musk. So let's give it the sniff test. This is a very complex scent. A lot going on here. I like that it's more warm than loud. It's a strong scent, but it's not overpowering. So that's a very fine distinction. It has a bit of a masculine floral scent, if that makes sense. Let's open it up and see what it looks like. Yeah, nice black and gray swirls you can see. Yeah, the scent is definitely stronger out of the box, and I expect it to open up more once it's lathered up in the shower. The scent actually reminds me a bit of a lemon cake. Alright, so I'll elaborate more after I've used it in the shower. Next up, we have Bada Bing. This is a 0 grit bar. As you can see, nice artwork. Let's check out the back. And you can see Dapper Dawn is playing poker with the Sopranos. And it looks like Tony Soprano is begging Dapper Dawn for his money back. Sorry, my camera's blurry and not more focused. The ingredients are saponified oils of sunflower, tallow, and coconut, and shea butter, fragrance, and mica. And the scent profile is bergamot, white tea, jasmine, rose, cedar, and sandalwood. Alright, let's give it the sniff test. This is pretty good. You can definitely smell the rose, but it's nice and mellow. It's not overly loud or fragrant. At least that's my first impression out of the box. Let's pop it open and see what it looks like. And if the scent opens up more, oh yeah, that looks really nice. I really like that bright pink. Yeah, it's stronger out of the box too, but still not overpowering. This bar actually looks really nice. One of the prettiest bars I've seen from any of the soap companies. I don't even know if I want to use it in the shower now. Looks more like something that you'd buy for a female. Real men can rock that pink though. Yeah, you can definitely smell that rose, but it's nice and subtle. This is definitely a unisex bar. Females would love this scent, but it's warm enough to also be masculine. First impression, I like this scent a lot, but we'll see if that changes after I use it in the shower. Alright, and last up in the Dapper Don collection, the Dapper Dawn. Another 0 grit bar. Again, very nice artwork. This one looks like The Godfather. And the ingredients are saponified oils of sunflower, tallow, and coconut, and shea butter, fragrance, and mica. And the scent profile is bergamot, freesia, rose, amber, and tonka bean. And now the most important part, the sniff test. Let's see how it smells. Yeah, this one smells similar to the others. Let me open it up and see how it smells out of the box. Alright, so it's a nice black and white swirl. It smells a bit like Bada Bing, but it's a bit warmer. I'd say it's a little more masculine. Yeah, you can smell the rose, but it's a little more subtle. The more I am smelling this, the more I like it. I am thinking this one may be my favorite scent out of the three. But the real test comes when you use it in the shower. I expect all three of these bars to open up more once they've been lathered up. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and test the first one out in the shower, and then I'll come back and let you know how it performed. And quick side note, I love this new Dapper Yankee Heartland Edition t-shirt that I just got. And I especially love the sleeves. It's made of nice materials and it fits well and feels good. So in case any of you were wondering how you could get one of these, just go to the Dapper Yankee website and click on the t-shirts and more tab. And they have this shirt and a slew of other awesome Dapper Yankee merch you can get. Alright, so it's the next day, and I used the Bada Bing bar in the shower last night, and it was excellent. Very smooth bar with a thick lather, felt good on the skin. And the scent opened up a bit, but it didn't get too strong like I thought that it might. I was afraid that the rose scent was going to explode in the shower and make my entire bathroom smell like a perfumery, but it didn't. The rose scent remained soft and subtle. It was nice even after it opened up a bit more. The bar pretty much still smells the same as it did out of the box, just a little bit stronger. And here I'll show you what the bar looks like up close after using it. Pretty much the same as it did out of the box. Overall, I think this is an awesome bar and I highly recommend. And I love this scent, and I think women would love it as well. Alright, next up, I'm going to use Made Man in the shower later today, and then I'll come back and let you know what I think. Alright, it's the next morning, and I used the Made Man bar yesterday, and the very first thing that stood out to me about this bar was how great the grit was. I rubbed the bar pretty intently against my skin, and you could really feel that pumice grit. It felt a bit like sandpaper. I really liked it. It was rough, but not too rough. So the performance was great, and as far as the scent, it did open up in the shower, but like the Bada Bing bar, it also remained soft and subtle. I like this scent, but not as much as I liked Bada Bing. This is a pretty complex scent and has a lot of different notes. It smells like a nice subtle cologne. The note that stands out to me is lemon. It smells a bit like lemon cake to me. It has a certain sweetness alongside a nice floral and musk scent. As I said, this is a very complex bar. So this is a bar you should try for yourself and see what you think. Alright, and next up, I will use the Dapper Dawn bar later today and then come back and let you know what I think. Alright, so I used a Dapper Dawn bar yesterday, and good news and bad news. The good news is I really like this scent a lot. The bad news is that the scent didn't really seem to open up much in the shower. The strength of the scent was a bit underwhelming to me. I was hoping the scent would get a little stronger. I didn't want it to explode or become overpowering, but I was hoping to smell it a little more than I did. I was hoping that the scent would linger on my skin, but it didn't. In fact, I didn't really smell it much at all after the shower. As far as performance in the shower, it's a zero grit bar on par with the others in terms of quality. It lathered up nicely and feels good on the skin, so no complaints there. I was just hoping that the scent would have opened up more. I really like this scent. I think it's actually my favorite of the 3 in this collection. My advice to Dapper Yankee, there are one of 2 ways you could improve the Dapper Dawn bar. You could make the scent a little stronger, or 2, if the scent is going to be light, give it some grit to make it stand out more. I think this bar should have been the one to get the pumice grit. And the Made Man bar could have been a 0 grit bar since the scent of Made Man is a bit stronger. I actually think this scent could be one of the very best in the entire Dapper Yankee catalog. You know what this reminds me of? The OG Irish Cream and Whiskey from Dr. Squatch. That was a phenomenal bar. This would actually make a great cologne. This is a scent that you'd want to wear on your skin all day, which is why I was disappointed that it wasn't stronger in the shower. Okay, so I see on the Dapper Yankee website that they did make a Dapper Dawn deodorant, which probably smells awesome. They also have some Dapper Dawn beard products. Beard oil, butter, and balm. Yeah, I may have to try that Dapper Dawn deodorant and beard oil. I think I can actually detect a subtle note of smoky leather. Weird combination, I know. This is also a pretty complex bar. And I just love this scent. I can just sit here all day and sniff this bar, but over time, I don't think that'd be very productive. I think this bar would be absolutely perfect if it were just a tad stronger. First, I was underwhelmed. Now I'm overwhelmed. The more I smell it, the more I love it. This is definitely one of the best scents in their entire catalog. I am not going to use this in the shower again. I'm just going to keep this bar at my desk and just sniff it throughout the day. But I'm not like addicted or anything. Like I can stop. No, I'm not like an I'm not like an addict or anything. I can stop anytime that I want to stop, man. I'm definitely interested in what others think about these bars. If you've tried any of these, let us know in the comment section what you think. Overall, I think this is an awesome collection. And I'm also planning on trying some new Dapper Yankee scents in the future. So be sure to subscribe so you'll catch more videos like this. Also, I did a rankings video for Dapper Yankee in 2024 when they had 29 bars in their catalog. But since then, they've added a slew of new bars. So now I'm considering making a new updated rankings video for Dapper Yankee. Let me know in the comment section if that's something that you would like to see. But in case you missed that first rankings video I did in 2024, I will leave a link right here on the outro if you want to check it out.